Hello everyone, and welcome to Minecraft. As you can see, I am not in 1.14 anymore. I am actually in 1.15 19W36A Snapshot. I wanted to actually go through and kind of tell you guys all the different changes now that we're getting a couple more snapshots. Obviously one of them is bees. As you can see, the texture of the little bees and the particles when they're that little guy hurt himself. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello. um They actually look really good, so I'm really enjoying it. I mean, they're huge. Bees are so much bigger than I thought they were going to be. Oh, they must have went in there. Ah, oh. But anyways, so I want to actually show you a couple updates they did, because not everything was actually on the bees. One of the updates was actually on fireworks. This is actually something that's in other versions of Minecraft. I'm probably going to go over those real quick first, considering those are kind of all that we really want to know is what the heck are we getting from other games? So, other versions, I should say, of the game. So, one thing is fireworks. So this is full of fireworks. Well, other than one, I tested it first. This is a bullseye. So obviously when you dispense this firework, in the current version, it's going to go straight up. But now, if I dispense this, it's going to go straight. Whatever direction that this gets dispensed is the direction it's going to go. Really, really cool. Now we don't just have fireworks always going straight up. And we just have to make sure we always have dispensers upwards if that's what we were going to try to do. But yeah, no, definitely an interesting thing. It's going to be definitely fun, I guess, to shoot them at each other. I mean, I don't really see how that'll be cool when it, like you saw the creeper one that I had. I mean, it doesn't look as cool as if you went straight up in the air, but, you know, you have that. Another thing, where is it? So, yeah, they're bed. So beds now, you can set your spawn point during the day. So let me break this one. I'll put this down. Fresh bed. So if I just right-clicked it, you can only sleep at night or during thunderstorms, right? Alright, well, that sucks. I guess I'm gonna have to go off and do my thing, blah blah blah, whatever. And then we're gonna kill B squared. Oh no, I died. So normally, I would probably spawn at, you know, wherever 00 is or close to that, but now I'm respawning and I'm respawned next to the bed. We finally don't have to wait till night to set our spawn point, which is amazing. I don't want that, which is awesome. So much fun, so nice, and I honestly, I can't be more happy that we can do that now. Like when you're adventuring, you don't have to wait till night to try to get things done. It just, you can set your spawn point anytime just by right-clicking. Another thing, it's actually going to be not in this part of the world, it's actually going to go through this nether portal. Alright. Welcome to the nether. This is kind of where I end up spawning, so it's what I got to work with. Alright, in here I have some wet sponges. So the next thing we got is if I place a sponge, they're now dry sponges. We can now dry sponges in the nether. Like, I feel like that always should have made sense, and I remember reading about that the other versions had this. It was like, why don't we have it? But when you really think about it, I mean, sponges take a while to break anyways, and they're not going to be easy to break in the nether. I mean, obviously I'm in creative, so if I just change my game mode real quick to survival and try to break this, I mean, and there's no way to break it quicker, it's always going to take a bit. So it's, smelting it with an auto smelter is probably still going to be the easiest, but at least if you're just near a portal and like can go into the nether real quick and like early game, I guess. I don't know why you'd have sponges really early game. But now you can get regular sponges. So as you can see, I have sponges and wet sponges, so they dry. But again, I don't really know if this is going to be super useful. I just think it's more of like a realistic update than anything else. Because I mean, I really feel like that should have been something added in earlier. Again, it was always one of those things that was weird that we didn't have it. Another thing is ender portals. Apparently these are now fixed. Like before they would cause a lot of lag. I mean, I'm still getting a pretty decent amount of lag going through them. I don't know if that's also just the snapshot not being super stable, but apparently instead of just when you go through a portal, it searches for a portal that's also safe for you to go through within a certain margin that, you know, because it's the 8 block difference. Instead of doing that, um, there's actually a list of portals that they check real quick. Like it checks, oh, this is the portal, this is the one that should be going to, and teleports you to it. And it only does that little area instead of checking, I think it was like a couple, not chunks, but a good distance around it. So it supposedly makes it a little quicker for you to go through it and teleport and less laggy. But you can see only this one chunk is loaded for me. So it definitely loads one chunk first. Which I think that's really interesting. It should help a lot on servers. I would imagine on like people's portals, trying to get through them. So that's nice. So another interesting change that we have now, not just sponges, nether portals, beds, and fireworks, actually has to do with game rules. So we actually have a couple game rules now, which is very nice. We have. Let me go back into creative real quick. Actually, let me stay in this game rule. We have, as you can already see it right here, do insomnia false. So you know what that means? No more phantoms. We can turn off phantoms in the game now. Oh my gosh. No more this nightmare thing, no more insomnia, no more phantoms. It is an option we can turn off. We don't have to deal with it. Because, oh my gosh, are phantoms annoying. If anyone's played Minecraft earlier, before phantoms, as soon as they added it in, it was just, oh my gosh, so annoying. Another game rule that's pretty cool. Game rule. And I believe this is also from another game, from the other versions, is you have drowning damage that you can actually turn off, which is, I mean, I guess it gives you slight creative power when you're in survival, as well as fall damage now, which, again, like your fire damage too. It's like, all right, we're gonna turn off everything that could kill you. So you can actually do that in survival, so not giving everyone necessarily like full palette of being able to like kind of, you know, use whatever they want for resources, but still give them the ability to not die easy, which is pretty neato. The last one I think is one of the coolest. So as you could see, if I went /kill and I killed myself, you have this screen. You died. B Square fell out of the world. And I have to hit respawn, you know, and then go find my stuff, and then just be annoyed and be like, oh gosh, I died. It's so frustrating. But another thing you can do now is actually, in game rules, you can actually turn off that screen. I believe it's immediate. Do immediate respawn. And then if you do true. So now, if I went, alright, falling out of the world, even though I can't, I mean, I didn't turn that game mode, you know. I killed myself, and I respawned here. It's a little laggy. I don't know if you saw that. It was very framey. But I instantly spawned next to my bed. Like, that was completely just instant. No screen, no nothing. Which is definitely kind of cool, I guess. I don't know when I would necessarily need it. Here, let me just change game, time set day. I have caps lock on somehow, but anyways, so definitely an interesting one. You could definitely set that up pretty easily. The next thing I wanted to show you guys, as you can see, I got a couple of things going on over here. Is actually bells. As you can see, Let me just actually get rid of something out of my inventory so I can click. I can click a bell, but now I can power a bell. And not even just like, you know, by having a redstone block next to it and being hard powered. This is soft powering. Like, and you can ring a bell that way. So I kind of rigged up a little thing over here, kind of show that even observers can now read when you power a bell. So the problem is, you have this redstone lamp. As you can tell, this observer is going to give an output every time that actually observes this bell being powered. But it doesn't work if you just hit it yourself. It actually has to get powered. See? It flicks on. And then you still gotta see that. So it is when the beginning of it being powered, I believe. And this is obviously the switch. I honestly don't know why I have a second output there. I'm not the best at redstone, so I don't really understand that part. But pretty much, you can punch this bell all you want. This observer's not going to see it, but as soon as you power it, that observer sees it, gives an output, and lights this lamp. So we can actually use this in like redstone builds. I mean, the first thing I think of is an actual like bell tower, and having redstone powering a bell tower and like maybe lighting it up at night too, like having a sensor. You know, you can have it like a daylight sensor and have the bell go off, letting everyone know it's like nighttime. I don't know. I just think that would be really cool to do and really cool to see. Alright, but now bells are redstone items, which I feel like they should have been, and I believe that they are also able to be powered by other items as well. Like obviously you can have a button here, you can have like a redstone, I believe redstone line to it. So as you can see, if you place it, observer doesn't even notice that. You can hit it, doesn't notice it, but it notices that. Just really, really cool, really, really neat. I'm really, really excited about this. Oh, actually I want to keep that flower. So next, we're going to actually finally talk about the bees. So hi bees. I have a couple bees here. Obviously they've been pollinating this, as you can see, because we have the cool little beautiful texture on top. This seems to be a current bug with the current version. They seem to be missing a pathway texture for the top of the beehives, which is very interesting. But as you can see, it's full of honey, so you can tell it's full now because of this. It's actually, I think there's like 5 levels of filling, like 1 through 5. Now dispensers, this is actually a dispenser. It's full of glass bottles. If you use a dispenser on this before, it would always give you honey. Now, when it's full, it gives you honey, but any other time, it's not going to give you honey. See? And it still only has 1 bottle missing. I only have 1 bottle of honey, no more, and then I can actually just set block. I'm going to actually show you / set block right in front of me. And then we want to do Minecraft, and it's going to be beehive, beehive, and we're going to actually, if you go back and actually do a bracket, you can actually do honey level. And this is actually how I figured out how high you can go for honey levels. As you can see, 0 to 5. Oops. Honey level 5. Oop, 5. And then you actually have to do the end bracket, otherwise it won't work. I changed it to a honey hive. I thought I did beehive. B_hive. There we go. Yeah, that was weird. Anyways, so then you have that texture again, and you'll be able to get a bottle. But again, no matter how many times I do it over here, I won't get it. So they actually fixed that, which is kind of disappointing a little bit, but kind of nice to know, because now I learned about the different levels of the hive. There's 5 different levels. I don't know if that means there's 5 different times that they have to come in to fill it. So that might be a cool piece of information to know, just going forward, like on the technical side, just to know kind of how to make our farms going forward. Because I mean, there's going to be so many different farms that we're going to need to change on trying to farm honey. Because honey It's really cool. It doesn't actually heal you as much as it did in previous versions, apparently. They actually changed that, so we kind of have to be mindful of that. You can drink honey. It's very loud, as you can tell. Yikes. So another thing about bees, I'm going to actually go over to these bees, poor things, is before, Bane of Arthropods didn't work on them. So as you can see, if I go take a sword, go hit this one. Nope, that died in one. 1, 2. That was 2 hits to defeat that one. Oh, this one's full. And now with Bane Arthropods, it's always gonna be... Yeah. You're gonna... Yeah. It's kind of hard to demonstrate. I'm not the best fighter, but it will... Oh, I thought they said they fixed that. Alright, so see this? The bee's kind of like... This bee's kind of stuck up here. Not moving, just fluttering its wings. Apparently they just fixed that in this version. But I literally just launched this version only in this snapshot. So obviously, this is still broken. There's still something wrong with it. There's still bees kind of getting stuck. So, I don't know if it's because of the water, maybe? I don't really know. Hold on. Let's go play with the water. So if I put a bees in the water, what happens? Oh, it literally accepts death. It sinks. And lets itself drown. Oh my. Okay. If it's close enough to the surface, it looks like they come back, though. But it looks like if you put it deep enough, they just accept death. Yeah, look, that guy's just gonna sink. It looks like that guy has accepted death. Okay, well, that's very sad. And then we have Mr. Broken Bee up here, who's just completely broken. I don't know how that happened. But apparently they fixed that, but it's obviously still in the game, so just be an FYI, just an FYI for now. Mojang, still broken. People trying to do things, it's still broken, just an FYI. So, but they are affected by Bane of Arthropods, which I feel like is awesome, because something else other than just spiders can be affected by that. Makes sense, so I'm pretty happy with that. The next thing is, see these 3 bushes? The tall bushes were things that actually they wouldn't pollinate before. They've now since fixed that in the current version. If I just place some bees here, you can see they're going to start pollinating. I believe it's always the lower part. No, that one's in the higher part, but I think it goes up and down. But eventually you will see one of them getting some pollen on its bum bum. Pretty much just what I want to show. Yeah, that guy's been... Yep, there it is. See? Now they can pollinate on these different types of flowers. Which definitely is nice, because there was no reason why they couldn't. So now they can pollinate these kind of flowers. One final thing. As you can see, I can get the bees to follow me now. Let me put my game mode in survival. And I have a flower in my hand, so they're following me. Oh! Because I have flowers. Let me just game time, set, day real quick. See this? But now if I hit, oh, I gave them the flower. Okay. That was not what I was meant to do. Hold on, let me go grab a new flower. Alright, so I have a flower. So you're leading some bees around. You got a couple bees following you now. I had such a more of a swarm earlier. Alright. Where are they? Hey bees! You see, I got a flower. Follow my flower. So which is very interesting. So just like other mobs, they follow you with things. So before, if you had a flower in your hand and you hit them, they would get mad, but they wouldn't sting you. As you can see, these guys now will sting you. And they're mad. Let me just kill these guys before they actually murder me. So they still will be mad. And they will still kill you because I'm about to die. Oh, I lived. Alright. And as you can see, I think I only got stung once. I honestly don't know. But either way, I barely lived that. Like, just a couple bees almost just murdered me. So just be very careful with bees. Don't piss them off. And flowers do not work anymore. So we're going to need to find a new way to go through taking honey from bees or even fighting bees. I mean, obviously, you can still use the campfire and use its smoke to help with that area. So that's kind of nice. But otherwise, you're kind of gonna get murdered. Oh, I think I see that stinger on me. Is that the stinger on my shoulder? Oh, look at that. I got a stinger on my shoulder. Alright, so that's cool too to know that they do that. The last thing I want to talk about is for modding. So this is something that a lot of people should be really excited about. They are now offering the obfuscation map on release of new versions. So that means instantly when a version has been released, they will be offering the ability for these modders or whoever mods or if you mod to actually have access to that and instantly be able to update your mods. Which I don't understand 100% how that works. I'm not a modder. I like playing. I play mostly vanilla. Quite honestly, very little plugins, very little extras, but I know this is huge for some people because we can actually update things up to the current versions a lot faster than before. So we won't be stuck in older versions. We can kind of play with bees, hopefully a lot quicker than normal. And that is all I have for today, and that's 1.15 19W36A, and I'll see you guys in the next video.